Live from Asmara, this is ERi-TV English news broadcast for Saturday evening, 4th of July. The time is 10:30 p.m. Good evening to you, and let's begin with the top stories. College of Business and Social Science graduates over 1,000 students. Regular meeting of Central Committee of Teachers Association conducts. Nigeria looks to boost security cooperation with Benin and Niger. EU expected to announce social media ban for minors in September. Great to have you with us. Proceeding with our full report. In its 19th commencement, the College of Business and Social Science in Asmara today, 4th of July, graduated 1,018 students in degree and diploma programs, of whom 536 graduates in degree programs. Dr. Stefanos Hailemariam, Dean of the College, said that students graduated in Accounting, Management and Public Administration, Economics and Finance, English Language, Geography, History, Law, Library Science and Information, Anthropology, Sociology, as well as Tourism and Hotel Management. Dr. Stefanos also said that 47% of the graduates are female students. The guest of honor, Mr. Yamane Gabramescal, Minister of Information, congratulating the students, the graduates, their parents and lecturers, said that although Eritrea is endowed with natural resource with potential for development, producing committed and industrious citizens equipped with vocational knowledge is essential for channeling those resources into the country's economic development and improving the livelihoods of citizens. Minister Yamane went on to say that the implementation of effective and sound program for developing human resource is one of the main priorities of the development policy of Eritrean government. At a time when scientific and technological progress is rapidly advancing toward artificial intelligence, Minister Yamane underlined the significance of correspondingly advancing professional capacity with a view to narrowing the gap and increasing investment in human resource development, respective of other challenges. Minister Yamane also provided a numerical representation on the progress registered in education sector over the past 35 years of independence, stressing the significance of balancing natural science with soft power in order to preserve the ethics of society at a time when phenomena are emerging that challenge and basic beliefs of societies. Minister Yamane called on graduates to consciously, with awareness and commitment, participate in national development programs and the nation-building process, and to practically apply the further development and further develop the knowledge they have gained. A representative of the graduates expressing appreciation for the educational opportunity they received affirmed their commitment to live up to the expectation of the people and government who supported their journey. At the event, outstanding students were awarded medals of recognition. In its 19th commencement, the College of Business and Social Science has graduated over 14,000 students in postgraduate, first degree and diploma programs. The Central Committee of the National Association of Eritrean Teachers conducts its second regular meeting on 3rd and 4th of July in Asmara. Mr. Simon Mahari, chairman of the National Association, said that the objective of the meeting was to review the reports presented and discuss the future activities of the association. At the meeting, heads of association in the region as well as in Sawa and Central Office presented activity reports. The participants conducted extensive discussion on the reports presented and adopted various recommendations, including organizing sustainable training programs with a view to upgrading the capacity of teachers and working in coordination for the implementation of the charted out programs, among others. The recommendations also included earnestly working to raise the awareness of the community on the vision and program of the association so as to strengthen participation in their implementation, as well as expansion and renovation of school building with a view to enhancing the teaching learning process. The Committee of Friends of the National Union of Eritrean Women in Asab subzone extended monetary support to 30 foster families on 2nd of July. Mr. Burhana Kidane, representing the administrator of the subzone, commended the committee for extending the support it collected in coordination with affluent people in the subzone and urged for its continuity. Mrs. Rutateke, head of the National Union of Eritrean Women in the subzone, said that the beneficiary families were identified through village coordinators, representatives of the National Union of Eritrean Women, and area administrators. She also said the support will continue for a year. Mr. Yosef Sahaye, head of the Ministry of Labor and Social Welfare in the subzone, on his part, called for the sustainability of the initiative. We're live on ERi-TV. Stay tuned for international news. Nigeria is expanding military cooperation with Benin and Niger towards off jihadist group from the Sahel trying to enter its northwest. The new tri-border military sector is being created to secure the Nigeria-Benin-Niger border, Niger's defense minister said. He also said he plans to visit Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger in coming months, all governed by military rules that have broken with the regional West African bloc, ECOWAS, and formed their own alliance of Sahel states. Nigeria has been battling homegrown militants since 2009. But the conflict is being reshaped by the growing presence of armed groups from the wider region. Long confined to the northeast, militants appear to be shifting within the country, with a recent school kidnapping the southwest blamed on jihadists. Nigeria is already cooperating with other security partners. U.S. strikes have targeted militants, and Benin's force and militias have operated in or alongside Nigeria with approval. Abuja is concerned that rising insecurity could threaten voter turnout in January's presidential election, particularly in conflict-affected areas. The European Commission is expected to unveil a plan to ban minors from using social media across the European Union this September, according to reports. EU member states have already been briefed on the specifics of the proposal. According to reports, multiple EU officials revealed that Commission President Ursula von der Leyen plans to announce the recommendation during her annual State of the Union address at the European Parliament on September 16. An advisory group focused on online safety for minors is scheduled to submit a related report on July 13 to provide a reference for the Commission's decision-making. However, it remains unclear what exact age threshold the Commission will set for minors' social media use or how the plan will be practically implemented. EU member states' governments have already put forward various proposals on how to enforce the social media ban. These options range from completely restricting access to social media platforms for minors below a certain age to requiring minors to obtain explicit parental consent before using the platforms. We're about to end our news broadcast, but here's a final look at the top stories before we sign off. College of Business and Social Science graduates over 1,000 students. Regular meeting of Central Committee of Teachers Association conducts. Nigeria looks to boost security cooperation with Benin and Niger. EU expected to announce social media ban for minors in September. And that wraps up the news for the session. On behalf of the entire news crew, thank you for watching. I'm Salim Burhane, wishing you a great night.